Hopefully Weaver will have some answers for me.
Welcome back to Ghost Town. Now, in our last episode, we had a cozy visit home to our flat to check in at home. We met our flatmate, Rena, who's if we are the paranormal medium and psychic investigator, Rena is the tech geek, and somehow in the week we were gone visiting the lighthouse, she created a mainframe computer system that had awesome abilities. It could take our that scribbled jumbled mess that Abigail at the lighthouse gave us. We're able to scan it, do a UV analysis on it, isolated some runes or arcane symbols, and we identified one that was classified, unknown only to the Ministry of Defense. Rena suggested contacting the same person in the ministry that got us access to the fake ID and access to the lighthouse. But we found out that that person took the blame for our little illegal fraud, and probably wouldn't be too willing to work with us. So she said that the next lead was to go to this guy Weaver's house. So now we are at the Weaver estate. We found out in the end of chapter notes that this guy, Charles Weaver, is a warlock. He works at the Ministry of Defense, trying to keep the covens in check, and, oh, by the way, is dating our character Edith's mom. Somehow we let ourselves in, even though the gate's locked. And we are parked. So, even though we didn't want to, we decided we have to eat humble pie and go to Weaver for advice. Should be a nice, casual, cozy episode. We'll visit Weaver. We'll have a talk. We'll find out where we need to go, and we'll go to the next chapter.
I hate coming here. Just reminds me of the last time I saw Adam.
Did it suddenly turn night? Adam, as you may recall, is our younger brother, the guy who interrupted the severance ritual at the theater, and and the reason we went to the lighthouse to find out what happened to him. The Weaver residence, 1 year earlier.
Took your time.
I was having second thoughts about breaking into someone's house.
Weaver's been seeing Mum for months now. If they're that serious, I need to know he's not some kind of creep.
He's a grand warlock. He works for the government. He's bound to be some kind of creep.
I just want to make sure he's good enough for her. Are you gonna help or not?
All right, fine. Let's get on with this before he gets back.
Great. Okay, here's the plan. Get in, have a look around, see who this guy really is.
That's not really much of a plan, Adam.
I'll just meet me by the door.
Still immature, but now we are in a flashback, and maybe we'll find out what happened to Adam. Maybe. There's a door.
Okay, he's got a fancy security system. Shouldn't be a problem, though. This thing will unlock anything.
Did Rena give you that? I don't want her mixed up in our mess.
I have my own friends, you know.
Yeah? And just who are you skulking round with these days?
Never you mind. The door will unlock when the light flashes.
$10
Have a look around
says it's Rena.
downstairs, see what you can find.
Okay, we'll search downstairs, he'll search upstairs. And as he said, the door opened. We are now officially committed another 3 crimes so far. One, we broke into the abandoned theater. 2, we impersonated a Ministry of Defense spy, and now we are breaking into a Ministry of Defense Grand Warlock's house. You sure know how to pick 'em, Edith. Locked. Note the desk is empty. I mean, notice that this little nightstand has no magazines on it. Locked.
Weaver really does think highly of himself.
This door is unlocked. And this, my friends, is the most fun optional part of the game. This is Weaver's personal museum of curiosities and oddities. Everything labeled quite like you were going to a real museum. And there are tons of things to look at, but in the interest of everybody's time, I'm only going to look at the interesting stuff, shall we say. Starting with the Pyramid of the Lost. Origin unknown, its age is unknown. Pyramid, carved ivory with intricate geometric designs in relief, encased in an iron cage, mounted on a wooden, possibly mahogany base. Emanates malevolent energy. And it's spinning. And apparently he's doing research on it. When activated, a surge of energy causes the pyramid to vanish momentarily. Though I have tried many times, I have so far failed to establish where the pyramid goes when it vanishes. More research is required. By your hand, a life is lost. And it vanished. And it came back bloody. By your hand, a life is lost. Have we committed paranormal murder? The Bars mandolin, Eastern Europe, mid-18th century. Mandolin constructed from spruce, maple, and willow wood with mother-of-pearl inlay, iron frets, and bone fixings. The bone used in the tuning pins and other elements was said to come from a bard who displeased a rather malicious witch. Also, it's playing itself. So far, I have counted 35 distinct songs being played. Never plays on the 26th of September. Day of Bard's death? Unsure if spirit of Bard is still conscious in any way, though have noticed it will start to play along with music it hears on the radio. Unfortunately, there's no radio around to test that theory. The Time of Enchantment, England, late 19th century. Hourglass with enchanted rose, hand-blown glass mounted in detailed brass frame on an oak plinth. The rose appears to be hermetically sealed in a glass case. Maker's mark visible on underside. Warlock, Abel Webb. Sorry. Okay, so we have an hourglass and we have a wilted rose. Let's see what he has to say about it. The wilting rose, a magical device for street corner charlatans that uses fishing wire and cloth to fool the gullible masses. This example, crafted by preeminent Victorian warlock Abel Webb, is a truly virtuoso piece of enchanting. He has somehow bound the life force of the flower to the sand in the hourglass. Such a shame for his genius to be mistaken for a parlor trick. And yes, we can... the rose restored. Can we repeat that? And it withers. Well, I like a nice, healthy rose. Hand of Glory, France, early 18th century. Hand of Glory, enchanted. Desiccated right hand, probably male, mounted on wooden base. Fire risk. Do not store near flammable objects. Why not? Oh, that's why not. And see, there are some, other items, not as interesting, that I'll skip over, but usually related to some part of the occult. The Mask of Kumujwe, Northeast Canada, mid-19th century, enchanted mask of ancestral being. Carved wood and leather, the mask has been known to open and close by itself. Like that. That box does not sound happy. Reliquary of St. Fursey, Ireland, 650 AD. Copper reliquary with detailed metalwork on exterior, probable lining of consecrated iron. Contents unknown due to suspicious movement. Reportedly used to capture and contain a demon that had possessed a 6-year-old child. All my attempts to open the box have so far failed, and no, you can't open it either. So if you thought that was the first puzzle of the level, nope. Canopic jars, and why am I reminded of Sierra Shivers? The Mirror of Trapped Souls, Germany, early 19th century. Gilded mirror frame contains suspended liquid of unknown origin. Liquid seems to become agitated on proximity with the living. Maybe use our torch to see that better. The Bridge of Takai, Calacocomol, Mexico, 300 to 400 AD. Mayan teleportation mechanism. Mounted jadeite with inlaid jade and hemamite stones topped with crystal of unknown origin. No, there's a second one across the room. Hey, didn't that look like the big stones in the circle in front of the lighthouse? Evidently, they are standing stones. Scotland makes sense. 2798 BC. So yeah, they were quite old. And you got two of them. Okay. The Lockswood Grimoire. Wait, didn't Rena say her mainframe was called Grimoire? Southeast England, 16th century. Mystical grimoire of vellum pages bound in leather from an unidentified source. Most notable for the spell imbued in these pages, which, when a person places their hand on the sigil, begins to write out their innermost thoughts. Quite disturbing. Edith worries that she is wasting her potential just as fight her mother. Edith thinks the distance growing between her and her brother is too big a chasm to bridge. Edith worries that the things she sees her damaging her. Edith thinks she will be alone. Edith worries her mother will never forgive her. Edith. So things aren't all happy for Edith. Yeah, I can see why having a book like that would be disturbing. As I said, I'm only looking at the more interesting pieces. Head of Joseph Williams, Sussex, England, early 17th century. This notorious necromancer claimed to have discovered a spell that would prolong his life indefinitely. He was caught and beheaded by a mob in the early 1600s. In 1976, his living head was uncovered in a crypt after having been buried for 350 years. Yeah, that would be bad. Discovered the mortality, get beheaded, and have to live that immortality as just a head in a box. No, you cannot take the magnifying glass. He continues to beg for the release of death. I have had to swear to break the enchantment in order to get him to stop weeping. His mind is addled by centuries, buried alone in the dark, but I have started to glean some information about the spell. Of course, you had to have tarot cards. I mean, a blank canvas. It's the Enchanted Canvas, Italy, 1835. Wooden vellum, recovered from Switzerland following World War II, appears empty, though reported to form an image of the viewer.
Oh, it's me.
Does not switch off. The sound of someone calling out can be heard on occasion. Newspaper articles about a man dying in a house fire. Cause unknown. The haunted television found at the York fire scene. Haunted television, York, England. 1952. Television set recovered from the remains of a house fire which killed its occupant. Owner's spirit appears to be trapped inside, no doubt due to the trauma involved in their death. You can catch a glimpse if you move the rabbit ear. Kind of hard and difficult to do. And there endeth the Curiosity Museum. I fear that this is a nice. They put this in both for character establishment, world building, and as sort of the last amusement before the game turns dark. And now we continue into his parlor.
Did you find anything?
I mean, nothing I wouldn't expect to find in the house of a Grand Warlock.
Come upstairs. There's something here you need to see.
Locked. That looks like some kind of ritual table. Oh, our inventory is empty. Yeah. Well, wonder what this is about. Let's all keep the torch lit because some of the rooms, the lights are off. A nice parlor for entertaining guests. A sitting area, a fireplace, hi-fi, a ritual table, you know, things that everybody has in their parlor. Looks like a nice patio, maybe a pool. And this is the dining room. And of course, next to the dining room, you have the kitchen. In a silent house, if you aren't using the torch, you may not realize that that's just a clock. Perfectly normal. I mean at that time, perfectly normal, a clock. Now, you can either go through that door or this door. Either way, you'll come into the same place. His personal library, as if he didn't have enough books in the parlor and the museum. It's just to show you, yes, this is the kitchen. Well, Adam said to go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. And through this door we have... Let's see, judging from the empty wardrobe and the... I'm going to guess... guest bedroom, complete with its own bathroom. Down the hall. Down the hall. In this bedroom, Here's our next magazine. The secret government, who's really pulling these strings at Westminster. This might be his bedroom. Hey, he's got some of the same magazines than we do. I wonder why he's not using the master bedroom. Probably being the gentleman and letting our mom have it when you see her. Robes and a utility closet. There's the laundry room. He also has a dark room. And yes, I realize I'm shining a torch in a dark room. Blackout curtains. His looks a little bit more professional and purpose-built than ours.
Mom does actually look happy here.
That's good to know. Now you know what you wanted to know. That the two are happy together. We can leave now. Even though I don't think Edith is too happy about finding out that she's happy. That must be the door Adam came in through. A nice sitting area. And here's the balcony that Adam spoke to us from. Now, make sure you've gotten the magazine and do everything you want in the museum and in the house, because as soon as you go into the office and start the conversation with Adam, you can't leave the office.
There you are. It's in here somewhere. Can't you feel it?
Feel what? Adam, maybe coming here was a mistake.
I just want to see who this guy is. There's something about this room. What's this? Huh. What do you think it is?
It's just a minor seal. Look, maybe we should go.
Oh, sure. Yeah, just a minor seal. It must be easy for you to open then.
£10 says there is a secret passage right straight ahead of us in the middle of the bookcase. Yeah, let's just leave.
No, I'm not done here.
See?
Well, go on then. Do the thing with your hand. What's that?
Dunno.
Looks like it might fit somewhere. Have a look around.
That turned over. A compass rose type design on a brass disc. And if you take too long, Adam will say, "Hey, look at the globe." I mean,
Looks
the
similar
game.
to that globe in the corner.
See? Now, the game already has an in-game hint system that I showed you. I don't need more prompting. An indentation about the same size.
There's something in here. Give me a minute.
See, Edith?
teamwork.
He so wants to feel valued. Nice music box. It looks like it's being propped open with a key. This is an adventure game, so keys are always handy. Turn off the music box. An old-fashioned key. Wonder what I would use a key for. And this on my first playing is actually when I realized you can't leave the office. Searching for somewhere to use this. What I didn't notice before is you can kind of see it if I lean over. This is no normal hidden compartment in a globe. This cube, if I turn it, each side has something different. So that side had the music box. This side has a talking board or spirit board. The more generic term for a Ouija board. A puzzle box. A scroll. It looks like half of the seal's missing. Back to the music box. What fans of the Da Vinci Code would recognize as a cryptex. Obviously, the word seek is not the right word. The puzzle box again. Keep turning this. A locked book. I wonder if this key fits the locked book. And we get for our trouble a creepy looking note the eye follows. A creepy looking planchette. Well, planchettes are usually used on spirit boards. So let's put it in the middle and see what happens. L O S T. Pause. L O S T. A 4-letter word. I wonder what we could do with a 4-letter word. Lost. And the cryptex opens. And there's the other half of our medallion. Put that on the scroll. But the only thing I can make out is a bird, a snake, and a rabbit. A bird, a snake, and a rabbit. Well, if we go back to our talking board, there's a bird in the center. Once the planchette moves, and there is a symbol. It looks like a triangle over a circle. Go back to our puzzle box. A triangle over a circle. Okay. Now the snake. If we go to back to our cryptex, there's a snake, and if you look on the inside, kind of looks like a power symbol, a circle with a line at the top. Find our puzzle box again. And the rabbit. Go back to our music box. And there's the rabbit. Looks like a odd-shaped V and an O. Come on. You can do it.
Got it.
A metal ring. With an octagon core. An octagon core. Put the ring on there.
Nothing happened. Is there anything in the globe?
I mean, this is weird stuff, but it's not strange for a warlock to... Hey, what are you doing?
This is it. I knew you could get it open.
He
Come on,
used us.
let's get out of here.
Adam, I didn't come here to steal from him. What is that? Put it back.
Shit! He's home. We need to go.
Adam, what is that?
Something that he shouldn't have. Look, there's no time. Edith, are you listening? Edith, are you listening?
You listening? Edith.
Oh, sorry, Charles. I was just thinking about my brother.
Ah. Well, I know Adam's disappearance hit you and your mother hard.
It's fine. Go on, what were you saying?
Well, I was saying that Nettie Burke, the witch you're suddenly so interested in, was a medium, much like yourself. She was powerful, but reckless. She dabbled in some very dangerous magic. A few deaths were involved. I think there's some mention of her in the archives. Yes. Here we are. Please, place your hand on the crystal in front of you.
Let's pause. Let's review. So Adam, who is in the Secure, apparently knows more than he was letting on to, because he got us to break into Weaver's house on the pretense of scoping the guy out, when he all but gave away he knew that mask was there. He used us to get to the mask, took the mask, and then we blacked out, and when we came to, we are out of a flashback. Adam's missing, and that's Andrew is, and now we'll find out what, and now maybe it's back to daylight, it's back to the present day, and maybe we'll find out the research or whatever she came to Weaver to learn. And you must keep your hand on
Have
the
you used a
orb.
panopticon before? Just place your hand on the ball.
You must hold it there the whole time.
Annette Burke,
See if I do
born
that.
12th of June, 1645. Vanished, presumed dead, 23rd of May, 1682. The last living member of a wealthy family. She moved in powerful circles, using her money and influence to pursue arcane knowledge. In her frequent travels, she searched for objects of power to add to her collection. A dangerous pastime, as I know only too well. For every trinket and curiosity one might find with beneficial properties, there are many more that are malignant, even deadly. It seems she wasn't as careful as I, and returned from one such trip in possession of a mask. Have you heard of Dantalion's curse?
No?
An old story. Supposedly the demon Dantalion, in an attempt to capture the souls of mortals, created masks that would enthrall their wearer. There are accounts going back millennia of magicians finding such a mask and vanishing soon after.
And her mask was one of Dantalion's?
It seems likely. Soon after, she shunned her family and friends, turned her back on high society, and became obsessive about her calling. She formed a coven with some of the greatest mediums of the day and worked in secret on a ritual she came to call the Black Door.
The Black Door?
This is where Dantalion's trap is sprung. The wearer gets power and ability, yes, but gradually they find themselves compelled to perform this ritual. I don't know what she told her coven they would do, but some must have realized the ritual's real intent. Word leaked out, and the wardens went in to stop it.
Wardens?
Agents of the government, tasked with cleaning up incidents where magic got a bit messy. They stopped things going public, avoiding the kind of hysteria that results in witches swinging at the end of a rope. They arrived too late, finding a scene of complete carnage, and the few survivors raving about Burke being consumed by a black shape. Whatever happened, her body was never found. Well, that's all there is on record. The wardens sealed her temple and hid its location. Burke and her mask were never seen again.
You said there were many masks.
Many stories, little actual evidence. I used to have a mask that fit the description, but I donated it to the Ministry archives.
Sure.
Too dangerous to keep in my own collection, you know.
Yeah. Very sensible of you.
I do have something else that belonged to Nettie Burke, though. A spirit box.
A spirit box? Should I know what that is?
It's a very old security device, used to pass information and objects of power between mediums. A spirit is caught and bound to the box, working as guardian of whatever it contains. Only a medium can open it. And, as you well know, there are few of you left in the world.
Show off.
This box was Nettie Burke's, but no one has been able to unlock its secret. Perhaps you would like to try?
Sure. How hard can it be?
You just jinxed it, didn't you? Well.
Don't get your hopes up.
Only a medium can open it. You could have warned me, Weaver.
Yeah, I think that's fair. At first I was going to say he did warn you, but I think she thought the puzzle box would open, not that you'd be sucked into the puzzle box. Well, a mask, did he say? And didn't that some symbology match what we saw at the lighthouse and in the vision at in our apartment? Seems we are at the root of this is a Nellie Burke. Nellie Burke, also a collector of magical items, discovered a mask, probably the same one Adam tried to steal. Maybe did steal. Well, that accomplished a whole lot of nothing. Probably did steal. And Weaver was not exactly, totally honest about donating it. And he's probably stolen from him. Interesting room. That's what. Okay. Okay, another handle. That changes that symbol. But this Nellie Burke, you used the mask to give people what they thought was power. What they thought was power, but actually trapped them into performing some ritual so dangerous, so heinous, that the ministry stepped in to stop it, sealed her tomb, and not much more is known. Another one of these symbol changers. Not much else is known. But this spirit box that we are now trapped in, a keyhole, is said to contain knowledge. So, knowledge is power, right? Right. And another one of these, I bet. Where to even start? Possibly we can start by talking to the spirit.
Looks like one of Burke's disciples.
Our master waits. Prove yourself worthy of a place at her side.
That opens up and gives us a lens. And no, it's not a alternate vision lens like is common in so many games these days. Well, this puzzle box contains the secret, I guess, or something that Nellie Burke wanted to keep hidden and only pass to a trusted medium. But we have to prove ourselves worthy by solving this puzzle. And she gave us, the Guardian gave us this lens. And if you look in this little dish, there's a light. Maybe shining the light through the lens will shed some light on the subject. The light housing turned, and now it's shining through that gear. A shadow gear. Well, it would be nice to have a gear there. That's not really going to work, is it? And this time it locks into place. I do mean locks into place. But that recess opened. An unusual key. Well, we saw a keyhole before. Well, let's put our key into the creepy table. This happens to have us conveniently looking at that. You notice three shapes rose out of the center. And one of them, the triangle, is highlighting a book that has that symbol that looks like a triangle with a larger triangle surrounding it. Let's try entering that on the one that has a triangle frame. You might recognize these symbols. I believe they're the same ones from the puzzle box in the globe. That looks like it. Don't be concerned that nothing happens. I believe this is a brute force discourager, as you'll see later. Now let's go for the square. The square is highlighting nothing, but those clamps have released, and you can't just freely move this. It will settle on spots. There's another book, kind of a it looks like a chandelier hanging down from a line. That's in the square. We'll try this one. That looks like it. One more to go. The Pentagon. One more notch. Ah, wouldn't you know it? That book's, the puzzle's damaged. We're stuck. The puzzle's damaged because that book has fallen off. Wait, the book has fallen off. Gravity still works. Kind of looks like an E. This is a release. They'll all open it and the candles will come on. Note that they didn't open until I had all three set. Yes, you could brute force this. I've never counted how many symbols are on the wheel, but they don't open until they're all correct, and you have to walk around the room. So, while the boxes have all opened, let's collect what's inside. A handle with a pentagon design for the pentagon-shaped one. A handle with a triangle design. Let me guess, a handle with a square design. Now, what could we do? And look, all the candles went out. I guess to highlight that this part of the puzzle's done, and these are probably, let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, I guess? 11 or 12, depending on if I can. So, yeah. You're not brute forcing that one. Now we have this device. Well, let's just put our handles in. Move closer to it. And now we can shift these up and down. They have 3 spots. So you might be forgiven for thinking you can brute force that, because there are only 6 combinations. First, let's move our lens back around to its original position. There is literally the answer. Triangle is, and it's right over it too. Triangle is medium. Square, no, triangle's medium. Square is low. Pentagon's high. It's still locked. And that won't come Come out. I've broken it. Yes, the order you put the handles in matters. And no, this isn't a Sierra game. It's not that cruel. These buttons eject the handles. I can recollect them. We need the triangle handle on the left. We need the square handle in the middle. We need the pentagon handle on the right. And we need the triangle in the middle, the square on the bottom, and the pentagon up top. Collect our crank handle. A gear shape on one side, and it looks like the socket is a Y. You remember, right? A socket with a Y. Put the handle on. And conveniently, the table rotates around, and that is now shining outward. And I wonder if we could do our shadow gear trick again. But that gear is clearly too small. Come on. That isn't reaching. That's still too small. The third one is way too small. The fourth one, the teeth are too close together. That one looks about right. And I think that puts us back where we were. So looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. But that one looks like the best match. What do we get in this one? We get a dagger. And it's a cross-shaped dagger. We go back to the guardian spirit, and notice, on her manacled hand is a cross-shaped slot right above her wrist. I feel bad about doing this.
You have proven yourself worthy. Take this and join us.
And our prize for solving the puzzle box is this odd-looking thing, which we take. Nettie Burke's artifact.
What the hell? How long was I in there?
About 3 hours. There are stories of people getting lost in those things for weeks. Now, did you find anything?
No. I mean, I couldn't...
Shame. Somehow I was hoping you would see something the others couldn't. This Nettie Burke business. It wouldn't have anything to do with your brother, would it?
No. Why'd you ask?
Edith, your mother has been through a lot this last year. You dredging up the past isn't helping her move on.
Move on? Adam isn't dead. He's missing.
Your brother could never accept that the gift passed him by. There was talk that he was mixing with some rather unsavory types. I wouldn't want you getting caught up in all that.
Yeah. Don't worry. I won't do anything that might embarrass you.
That's not what I meant.
Look. It's late. Thanks for the help. I'll see myself out.
All right. Fine. Goodbye, Edith.
Edith, you are a terrible liar, and I don't think Weaver bought that at all. Can we talk to Weaver again? Nope. The furniture will block us. I think we're in there long enough that it's now nighttime. A nice comfy fire. That door's open now. And that door's closed. And now, before you rush out of here, there's now a magazine on this little table. Magic and the Aristocracy. An alliance hidden in plain sight. Conspiracy special. And before you go in a minute, that magazine wasn't there when we first came in. Remember, when we first came in, we were in flashback. Now we are in the current time. It's perfectly reasonable that a new episode or a new issue arrived and he brought it in and put it on this little table. Can we go this way to talk to Weaver? No. The only thing to do is leave.
What does Mum see in that guy?
Edith, we saw in the pictures they are happy. Love is strange. Now we walk back. I'm sure nothing else will happen. We black out, and it's a fake out.
I hope Rena can figure out what that weird object is.
Did we take it? We did take it. Nettie Burke's artifact. Now it's a dark and stormy night. We have to return to our car.
I should get home.
You shouldn't drive if you're that sleepy. The mask Adam took makes the wearer perform a deadly ritual, and I helped him steal it. The artifact hidden in the spirit box must be important. I'll show it to Rena. See if she can make any sense of it. And aren't these end of chapter messages usually a nice comforting blue?